So what's going on with Ryan Garcia at the moment? It's very clear to me that he's going through something, and I think it's substance related. I'm going to get straight into it. Cut the crap. I think it's substance related. He's come out and said he drinks weed. He drinks weed. Doesn't drink weed. He smokes weed, and he drinks. Right. And for me, there's got to be something more potent he is taking to act in the manner that he is at the moment. From the twitching of the nose to the twitching of the whole body to swaying around when he's standing up to the slurred speech to the fact that his voice has completely changed and the fact he looks bloated, it's got to be something stronger than weed. I mean, I have friends that smoke weed and they don't do that, right? And I'm not saying you should smoke weed. I actually would say don't smoke weed. But it's quite sad to see because this guy was a child star, was a prodigy. I didn't say that very clearly. Prodigy. He still has star power, and he's been given everything on a plate in terms of stardom, and it's clear that he is struggling, right? And it's very hard to make a video on this because everyone's jumped on the bandwagon of making videos on Ryan Garcia because it gets views, right? But it is genuinely sad to see a guy down. And you know, Devin Haney's jumping on it as well, who Ryan Garcia will be fighting. Um, but it's sad to see, and there are so many similarities for me with the case of Conor McGregor and his substance abuse and the way he started to behave and the way he started to look, and this one. And then there's who do I blame, right? That is the question I was asking myself before I turned on the camera. And number one, I blame Ryan Garcia, right? I think there's a lack of accountability in this day and age, and people are very quick to blame other people, right? It's his fucking fault. You should not be taking drugs. You have a choice whether to take them or not, right? There is a lack of accountability. His fault. Secondly, I want to sort of look at the people around him, right? Oscar De La Hoya, right? The guy also looks like he's on cocaine. And if you were to ask me, what has more plastic within it, the ocean, Kim Kardashian's ass, or Oscar De La Hoya's face, I wouldn't actually know which one's the right answer. That guy is odd. We know that him and Ryan have had an on and off relationship, but besides that, he doesn't look like the type of guy that cares about Ryan, in my opinion. I don't think Ryan should be fighting. Not at this time. I think it's the wrong time for him to fight. Number one, because he could get extremely hurt. He could get hurt really badly, and it could be life changing. Every time a boxer steps in the ring or someone steps in the octagon, if they cannot defend themselves, they are at risk of ensuing brain damage or something worse. I can't think of anything worse. They could get brain damage, they could get hurt. You know what I'm trying to say. And I think Oscar De La Hoya should be protecting his fighter because health is the number one importance here. Not the belts, not the money. If you get the belts and the money and you die, there's no point in getting the belts and the money, right? He needs to be looking after Ryan Garcia, and I don't think he'll do it because I don't think he gives a shit, right? And then people are saying, should Devin Haney take it easy on Ryan Garcia? And my answer to that is absolutely not. Why do I say that? Sorry, I was just typing something. Why do I say that? Because if Devin Haney goes at 50%, 60%, Ryan Garcia, who is off his tits on cocaine, could still catch him. He could still get hurt, right? Devin Haney should go in there, and if Ryan turns up, he should obliterate him because that is his job. And I heard this on a podcast. If you're part of an army and you see the other army are injured, you're not going to go 50% on them, are you? Because you're still putting yourself at risk of dying. You are going to go in there, clear it out, and keep moving forward. Devin Haney has nothing to do with this. For me, the problem lies in Ryan Garcia. I think it's his fault, and the people he has around him are a bunch of yes men, in my opinion. Oscar De La Hoya is a snaky fuck, and he doesn't care about Ryan. It's very easy to see. And then people obviously are saying they want Eddie Hearn to step in. I don't think Eddie Hearn has as much power as people think with regards to this fight. So I don't think he'll stop it. I think that the promotion putting this on won't give a shit either because they will go, look, we've given you both 10 million. If you don't turn up to the fight sober or not on cocaine, it's not our problem. We've given you the money, we've offered you the fight, you've taken it, sort yourself out. Morally, is that correct? Maybe not, but that's the stance that the promotion putting this on will play, in my opinion. And I know this has been an unstructured video, quite a ranty video, but it does annoy me when we see someone who is clearly mentally not in the right headspace going into a fight because other people around him still want to make money and want to make profits, right? And these guys that he has around him claim to be men of God, and every 5 seconds they say, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Now, this is a religious rant here. I'm Christian. When I say I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, or I'm asking for forgiveness, it's because I mean it and deep down I care, right? These guys that do bad things and then say, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, don't actually thank their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and they don't ask for forgiveness, and they don't care about Jesus, and they do everything for money, and they don't care about other people's safety. Because if they were true men of God, they would not be putting Ryan Garcia in a boxing ring against Devin Haney. And that is my opinion. And I'm actually getting a little bit riled up. This is the first time I've actually got riled up about something on this channel, right? So for me, blame lies in Oscar De La Hoya, Ryan Garcia, and the people he has around him. I think there needs to be accountability for the actions that he's taken. He needs to take accountability, for the actions that he has taken. And then he's going to have to take a long, hard look at himself and the people around him and try and sort it out. Because I guarantee you, if this was happening to Devin Haney, I know he's Muslim, he wouldn't take substances. Probably not the best example. But let's say this was happening to Mayweather. I don't think Mayweather's team around him would put him into a fight. So, Ryan, take a long, hard look at the people you surround yourself with, take accountability, drop out of the fight, get some help, and then come back stronger.